One other quick thing. Yahoo Sports. UFC President Dana White admits to slapping his wife on New Year's Eve. Now, this is a story that's gotten a lot of attention. Dana White slaps his wife, beat his wife, as some on social media have put it. Lots of outrage about this, lots of claims that White is a domestic abuser, lots of condemnation, etc. Before we talk about it, let's check the video. Here it is. Okay. So there it is. So his wife slaps him, he slaps her back, and all the headlines saying Dana White slapped his wife could just as well say Dana White's wife slaps Dana White. But we know why they don't. Here's what I'll say about this. You know, the position most people, especially on the left, have on this, condemning Dana White. And maybe this is a theme we're talking about today, people who have incoherent positions. Well, the position of most of these people, again, particularly on the left, it's an incoherent position. Because if you truly believe that men and women are entirely equal, there is no difference between the two. In fact, the categories don't even exist, according to you. They don't even, these words don't even mean anything, if that's what you believe, which every person on the left just about pretends to believe. Then there just is no basis for condemning, for any like serious condemnation of Dana White, because then you have one individual who was slapped by another individual, and that individual slapped back. So yeah, you could blame him and say, be the bigger man, be more mature or whatever, but it's to go beyond that just doesn't make any sense. So if you're consistent in that belief, then you should look at that video and react to it the exact same way that you would react to a different video of a man, let's say a smaller man, walks up to Dana White, slaps him in the face, and then Dana White slaps that man back. If you believe that men and women are entirely equal, then you should react to the one of him and his wife the same way you'd react to that. And how would you react? How would anyone react to a video of a smaller man walking up to Dana White, slapping him in the face, getting slapped back? Almost every single person, now there might be a few people who say, be more mature. But almost every person would respond by saying, well, don't go up and slap Dana White. I mean, you got slapped back because you slapped him. If he's a bigger guy, you shouldn't be doing that. F-A-F-O, right? F around and find out. That's what everybody would be saying. That's what every single person would be saying. And we all know that. So to heap any sort of extra condemnation on Dana White, that the only way to do that, the only way to condemn him beyond how you would condemn him if he slapped another man who slapped him first, which is you wouldn't condemn him hardly at all in that case, the only way to do it is on the grounds of chivalry. It's on the grounds of like a recognition that men and women are not equal and that there are codes of chivalry and conduct that men should abide by, that men should treat women differently from how they treat men. And women should treat men differently from how they treat other women. That is the only basis upon which you can coherently condemn Dana White here. But most of the people doing the condemnation, they don't accept that basis. And so it's all incoherent. Which, by the way, I'm a believer in chivalry. But does chivalry lead to the conclusion that it's never acceptable under any circumstance for a man to strike a woman? Well, of course not. I mean, there could certainly be and have been conceivable scenarios where self-defense is necessary. It's like you're not called upon as a man to just be beaten silly and to not defend yourself at all because the person doing it is a woman. That's absurd. But as a kind of a general principle, if you don't subscribe to the leftist notion that the sexes are equal, then you see that they're unequal, and you think, well, men should respond in situations differently to women than they respond to men. And that'll do it for this portion of the show as we move over to the members block. Hope to see you there. If not, talk to you tomorrow. Godspeed.